Welcome back to Resale Mania and welcome back to another thrifting video. We are starting off at Four Corners Thrift looking for stuff to flip for a profit. Big solid brass deer for 15. That's really cool. If it's still here on half off day, I might get it. It's out of my reseller comfort zone. Alright, so this is probably pretty good for $4. I've had really good luck with solid leather holsters. I can't make out the brand, it's kind of dark in here, but these usually go for at least 30 bucks, so that's going to be a pickup. Oh, there's another one down here. This one's 5. It's also probably worth it. We'll see. Got a Cuisinart food processor for 8 bucks. Comes with all the components. So yeah, that'll be a pickup. These are always really good money when you part them out. Sell the pitcher, you know, for 30, 40. The top part for 20, 25. So we'll get it. I thought this was going to be good because some Sony Dream Machines can be pretty good. This one's a lower end model. It's only worth about 15 bucks. So for 8, it's not going to be worth it. But some Sony Dream Machines can sell for like 30 to 50 bucks. All right, I have no idea what or how to use this. How do you, oh, okay. Huh, it's got a little, that's funny, little mini golfer. I guess you hit little miniature golf balls with them and you pull this. Huh, that's pretty funny. Not seeing anything new in the bag area today. Yeah, just a bunch of stuff that's been here for a while. It's a cool little Tweety Bird bag, but probably not worth anything. At first I thought this was a Lulu waist pack because it looks and feels identical to it. It must be like made that way. But if it was, it'd be worth like 25 to 30. Alright, so I'm over in the sunglasses, which is something you guys always want to look at because they're usually overlooked. And these are Prada sunglasses for 5. I did some research. They do seem to be legit and worth about 50 to 70. So we'll definitely take those. Oh, and here's some Ray-Ban reading glasses. Now these usually go a little bit cheaper because you have to sell them as frames only. You can ship them with the lenses, but you have to list them as frames only, but they still sell for 25 to 30. So that's also a pickup. Go Panasonic Digital for 10. And the eye clicker for 4. Those are both in the glass case and I have to hold them up there, but we'll go over it more in a bit after I check out. This logo right here is a huge bolo. This is Sitka, that's the brand. Obviously this hat is destroyed, so I'm not going to be getting it, but that's a huge bolo brand. The hats sell for like 25 to 30. If you find jackets, you can get like 100 bucks for them. All right, so this does appear to be used. At least I'm pretty sure it is, so I'm going to have to leave it because of that. If this was new, this Australian gold, I would go for about 25 bucks. So, I mean, if you see those new, definitely pick them up, but you can't sell them used. I'm doing my second loop now. I'm not really seeing a whole lot more, just the stuff that's been here for a while. I always peek at the tools, but they don't seem to get a whole lot of new ones put in, and they're all pretty generic. The thing about Bozeman, everyone wears name brand outdoors clothing. So the store gets a lot of them. This is their like priced up rack. Their yellow tags usually mean nicer stuff. Like there's tons of Carhartt, Orvis, North Face, Sims, Costa, stuff like that, but just a little too much for resale. Like this here, Sims, this jacket would probably be worth about 40, 45, but they have it priced at 20, which, you know, for personal use is totally fair. And that's definitely a brand you want to look out for though. Okay, I checked out. I spent $34 on everything. I had a $5 off punch card. That was full. I got the 2 holsters, the 2 pairs of glasses, the eye clicker, which will sell for 15 to 20 pretty quickly. And if I don't break this, a Panasonic Lumix camera for 10, which was a great deal. I just looked up comps, and it's a really good model. It goes for about 100 bucks on average, upwards of 120. 100 seems more likely. It has a battery, has an SD card, so I mean that is awesome right there on its own. Even if it doesn't work, parts it still goes for about 40. So no matter what, it'll make me my money back on its own, which is pretty awesome. And then the Cuisinart food processor, those always part out and sell really, really well for me, so not bad for $34. Now we're gonna head to the next stop. All right, next stop on the sourcing trip is my local Goodwill. All right, so a couple of good finds. I just saw these before I filmed it. Well, I filmed these already, but then my GoPro was being weird and didn't actually save it. These are Cole Haans. I've never seen Cole Haans like these before. They're $7.99 though. I think that's gonna be worth it. Once I take some acetone to the whites, those will look brand new. So we'll definitely get those. But these are a huge score for $15. Sims wading boots in really good condition. They have the felt sole, so these are probably gonna be worth 75 if I had to guess, 75 to 80. So we'll take that, and then some Nordica ski boots in good condition. Trying to find the price. Oh, A lot of hangers, $14.99 for those too. Oh my gosh, who said all those hangers there? $14.99 for those, we'll take those. Got a Mizuno glove, but I don't think that one's worth anything. It feels pretty cheap. Over in the hard goods now. Holy calculator, that is the biggest one I've ever seen. Not seeing anything over here that's catching my eye. Little Samsonite thing. These Dymo little label writers, they do sell, but $6 a little too high because they only go for about 15. If you can get them at a yard sale for $1 or $2, pick them up. Otherwise, they're just not worth $6. Okay, so I was thinking these were going to be Uggs at first. These are Doc Martens. I've never seen Docs like this. $8 for these. They're fuzzy lined. They just need to be taking like a magic eraser should clean all that up. Yeah, those are definitely a pickup. All right, I'm on my second loop and I'm not seeing too much more. It is a Saturday, and like I've stated before, Saturdays, they don't do too much restocking. These Timex clocks can sell well, but it's missing the dome that goes over it. These little anniversary clocks, they usually sell for like 30. So here's some Vans. They are the Kyle Walker Fat Tongue model. They're $10, and obviously the whites are very dirty. It's gonna take a minute to clean. Actually, never mind, I don't want to have to try to clean this fabric. If it was just the whites, I would, but that's too dirty. This should take too much time for the profit. This model sells well. It goes for about 40, but for the price and the cleaning involved, I'm gonna leave it. All right, I think that's gonna do it for this stop. I'm not seeing anything else. Gonna go check out. Well, I checked out. I spent $46 on the 3 pairs of shoes and the ski boots. Yeah, that's all I got. These here will, put me in the profit, probably, like I said, 75. These ski boots are a smaller size, they're women's. They're not the greatest model, but they should still sell for 60. And then the Doc Martens, which I still cannot believe these are Doc Martens, that's crazy. And the Cole Haans, so not bad for $46. On to the next. All right, next stop on the sourcing trip is gonna be Rethink Thrift. I thought this was gonna all be Fiesta wear for a second, but it is not. It is Pier 1. It's still pretty nice stuff though, but definitely not Fiesta. Hello, Hank. Are you just chilling? And Hank's a girl. Here's a box of train stuff, but it looks pretty cheap. The train stuff, like they're all cheap plastic, so I don't think they're gonna be worth a ton. I don't know, $14.99 for the whole box is a little too high for me. Maybe I'll look more into it on a half off day, but for now I'm gonna leave it. All right, so I just looked this receiver up, and this is actually a pretty good one. Comps are around 150 to 200 bucks for this model, the TX 1500 MK2. They want $15 for it, so I think that's gonna be worth it. If it doesn't work, I can probably get like 75 for parts. So either way, we'll make some money. It's usually the ones with like the wood grain and the metal fronts that usually tend to have a little bit more value rather than the all black ones. Here we go. So this is over in the women's, and I spotted this Wanakome. I don't know if I'm saying it right or not, but these hoodies with like the rope drawstring, these always sell really well for about $30, $35. It's base price at $2.50, so we'll definitely take that. All right, so my GoPro is being pretty weird. It's messing up every time I try to film this. This is the third time now. I found 2 pairs of Athleta joggers. They're both base price at $2.50. These are a nice big size. Those should sell for $25 to $30. And then these ones here are a really good model. I think I've sold this model before for $30, like a couple times. So we'll definitely take both of those. And then this here, I saw this and I was like, that just looks like a good logo. They feel really nice. The brand is Tracksmith. And these are a new bolo for sure. These sell for like 50 bucks pretty consistently, so we'll take those as well for $2.50. I always find so much Athleta at the store, and it's always base price, which I love it. $2.50 for Athleta, you really can't turn it down. I'm not a big women's clothing seller, but when you find it so often, you gotta. This barely caught my eye right here. This little Lulu symbol. Got some Lululemon like shorts for $2.50. We will definitely take those. That's 25 bucks right there. Well, I wasn't expecting to find a ton, being that yesterday was half off day, but we did pretty good so far. Over in the glass case is this vintage Craftsman socket wrench set. It's in like this metal case. It's how much was it? $3.99. I think that's worth it. I think I can get like 20, 25 for it, so I'll take it. Okay, not a bad stop. We spent $33 on everything here. Try to set it down. I've got too much stuff in the trunk. I totally forgot I had this Jiffy steamer and bread maker in here, so that's taking up most of the space. But I mean, $33 for all that clothing. The Craftsman, and the receiver. Just insane. Like I said, even if that doesn't work, I'll still double my money on everything just off the receiver. The rest will be profit. A bunch of bread and butter clothing items. Each one is probably going to be 25 on average, and what was it, like 6 pieces of clothing? So we did pretty good for $33 if I do say so myself. All right, before we head to the next step, I just want to ask you guys to go ahead and subscribe for me. That really helps me out a ton. That's all. No big spiel. Just subscribe, please. All right, next store is going to be On Mission Thrift Store. They only have like 4 parking spots at the store, so you have to park it next door, but let's see what we can find. Of course, one pulls out as soon as I park, but it's okay. I mean, it's literally just right next door. Got some Hokas. How are the condition? They're $8. Definitely have some tread wear, but tops are in good enough condition that I can sell these as a beater pair for $30, $35, so I think I'll get them. Here's some Merrells in good condition though for only $5. I'll definitely take those for $5. That's worth cleaning. Well, this isn't something you see at the thrift store often. Well, I don't even know what it is, but it's $400. Here we go. Oh my goodness, guys. I am always dropping something in some video. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, here's a Zojirushi cooker of some sorts. Zojirushi's a really good brand you want to look out for. That's all scratched up at the bottom though, and it's really dirty. If this was in better condition, I would totally pick it up. That's the logo. You want to look out for rice cookers, bread makers, any of that, buy this brand. Very top dollar stuff, but in that condition I have to leave it. All right, so over in the men's clothing, there's like 4 or 5 of these Travis Mathew polos. I'm probably gonna pass on them. I think they have like little things on the embroideries on the sleeve, and there's Travis Mathew polos used, don't sell for a ton. Neither do these, but I mean, it's in good condition. It sells a little bit better than Travis Mathew. It's Peter Millar, little polo. It's a pretty nice one, nice condition, nice size. I think I could probably get $18 for it, and it has no embroidery. That's also why I'm getting it. So for $3, we'll take it. I got excited for a second, saw these Patagonia pants, but those are not sellable even at a thrift store. Those should just be tossed. Okay, checked out. I only got the 3 items, the 2 pairs of shoes and the polo. Nothing crazy. $25. Well, not for this t-shirt, I guess. $25 per pair of shoes, and then $15 for the t-shirt. So not bad for $16. More bread and butter. It's gonna be very warm out this week. Well, warm for me. It's like 35 right now, and I feel great. Got my sleeves rolled up. But it's supposed to be like 40 this week, so everything's all slushy. Trying to walk through the wet snow in white shoes. Probably should not have worn these white on clouds. Next stop in the sourcing trip is Saks Community Thrift. There's so much snow I have to walk around to get to the sidewalk. So there's 2 of these robot dogs, and I thought these were going to be pretty good because some of these robot dogs with the remotes can sell for pretty good money, but they want 18 a piece, which is just crazy. I'm gonna have to leave them. And so these Adidas are pretty cool. They're $7.50. Obviously they're missing the laces, but I'm pretty sure that's a pretty good model. For $7.50 I can replace the laces with some typical black ones, so we'll grab them. So the vegan model of Danskos do sell really well, but these are obviously destroyed. But you see the vegan ones, you want to pick them up. They do sell for a premium. Here are some Converse in really good condition for $9. That's a cool style too, good model. Those will be worth $9. We'll grab those. Now, here's some UFOs, but they want 11 for them. 11's too steep for the condition. That's the logo there. That's the brand. These are better than the Hoka slides. These usually sell for $40 pretty quickly, but for 11 in the condition, I'll leave them. Well, it's looking like I'm only going to be getting the 2 pairs of shoes here today. I'm not seeing much else. All right, I only got the 2 pairs of shoes. I spent $16.50 for both. A couple of good pairs. Like, those are just cool colorway. I think they'll sell. And then these, that's a really good model of Converse. I'm kind of surprised they only price them at $9 because this store tends to price up Converse, but those should sell pretty quickly for $35 to $40. All right, the last stop on today's sourcing trip is going to be Doovers Thrift. As usual, I had to go to my favorite bin in the store, the bag bin. All bags are 2 for $5 unless marked. All right, so after a couple of minutes of digging, I only found 2 bags. One's this Polo Sport like duffel bag for $8. It's pretty cool. I'm sure that's going to be worth it. And then just a little Herschel Supply Co. backpack. It is, oh, I thought it was base price. It's $5. I might leave it because there's a couple little black spots that's going to be hard to clean. And they only are worth like 20, so I was going to grab it for $2.50, but for $5 I'll leave it. But I will get this for $8. Well, I wasn't finding a ton, but then I went over to Pet Supplies and we hit the jackpot. So this here is a Dogtra IQ Vibe training collar. It is complete with everything. They want 10 bucks for it, and it looks like I can get about 70 to 100 for this setup. Then this collar here even comes with an extra battery. This little pet safe collar, I've sold this one multiple times for $70 each time. They always sell in like a day. And then this one, I'm not sure how much this will go for. I'm pretty sure this is only like a $20 collar, but still, we'll grab them. So not bad. 3 collars, 10, 6, and this one doesn't have a price. I'll have to ask about it, but probably only a few bucks. All right, I didn't find anything else. I got the 3 collars in the bag. I spent $30 even on all 4 items. Not bad at all. Like I said, that 1 collar, even if it goes for 70, that's still in the profit on its own. Comps looks closer to 100, so I think we'll do pretty good. But that wraps up the day. I mean, compared to my last few Saturday hauls, this one's pretty good. Saturdays are usually slower days for me. This is still slower than most weekdays, but still really good for, you know, a haul in general. Obviously these 2 are not part of it, but the rest of it for one morning's work, not bad. But that is going to wrap up today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing, and I'll see you next time.